The Morning Loop Reloaded. Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friends. John, Marty, Christina, our friend Rich. We just wrapped up the first hour talking intermittent fasting with Jory. Hey, Richie, what was that term that Jory taught us? What was it, Richie?
Reds. So
what does it mean?
I think she said Relative Energy Deficiency. I don't know. That's what she's going to send us the paper. I just wrote it down because I know it's important.
I would have butchered that.
Marty and Rich are delivering us the red segment tomorrow on Mornings in the Lab. They're doing their homework tonight. Relative Energy Deficiency for sports. Woo! Uncle Keith just rattled that off the top of his head. That was a good.
Your brother, check this out. When I hear those bagpipes, what pops into my mind is, what is this nutty little son of a bitch? But when I hear those pipes, my brain, I think, what is that nutty little son of a bitch going to talk about now?
I got something for you, Anderson. Stay on. So, Jimmy, we're going to keep Anderson up here in a quick second here because I know Johnny's going to like this one here. Oh, hey, Johnny, is Terry living longer here in the last couple of days? Yeah, Terry's living longer.
We work on that every day. That's a part of the daily rhythm, baby.
Because here's the question for you. I'm thinking, Nation, is that if you're waking up this morning, you're getting your morning routine started, I get you, Good Time. The pipes are great. We are talking pipes right now. Hey, Good Time, if you missed the show at the beginning of the hour here, we talked about bell peppers in your cart. If you're looking for a partner outside of your partner situation, you might want to put a pepper in your cart. But listen, if you have a low sex drive, your diet could be to blame. We just talked about intermittent fasting. We're talking about food. And Nation, I'm telling you right now, if you don't have any desire to have sex, it's probably because of what you're eating. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you some things to think about what you might want.
I got something to add on this too. But go ahead, do your thing. I'm going to chime in. And Johnny's going to get me.
Yeah, when I'm done with a little diatribe here, I'm going to throw to Marty because you might want to think about some things as you start your day. We start our days, right? Morning, we go through, Marty, we start the day, we have our coffee, think, okay, what are we going to have for dinner today? What am I going to have for lunch today? I'm hanging out with my wife tonight. If you're planning your day right now, be thinking about the food that might make the juices flow, that might make the eggplant rise, right? Put some food into your body that might make you thinking about making your wife live a little longer. Marty, where do you want to start it off, pal?
You're absolutely right.
I got to hold on, Johnny. Hold on. We're setting the stage all wrong for everybody here. We're creating some false hope. Don't think that by changing what you're eating fucking today, you're unwinding months or years of crushing your libido. So don't think
that's a good point.
Changing your eating habits is great, but don't fucking think we're saying, look, eat some vegetables today and you're going to get a rock hard. No, that's not what we're saying.
No, because Johnny
that's not what we're saying.
Alcohol and Big Macs are the biggest known libido killers. Sorry, McDonald's. I know we're not getting your sponsorship, but you're crushing alcohol, you're crushing Big Macs or Burger Kings, you're crushing your libido. So to Johnny's point, you want to stay from there. But Marty, where are you coming at, brother? What are you going to say?
What I was going to say was, yes, you got to have great habits. You got to eat clean. You got to be on top of your macronutrients, all that. But in my research,
yes,
I've read that you need the occasional cheat meal. You need that. You shouldn't just be eating super clean.
That's for a calorie deficit person.
Okay, for a calorie deficit person. All right, that's what I was saying. This is for someone who has the habits already. That's all I was going to add. So for us on this podcast, that we can get away with that and still have the libido, but somebody who doesn't have their habits in check, that doesn't apply to them. That's all I was going to add.
I'm wondering if could the cheat meal include, Richie? I'm just wondering aloud here, Richie. Were you on the show? I wonder. So the cheat meal could involve face sitting.
I'm out of here.
Is that a Big Mac?
What?
That's a beef patty.
I guess if you don't have a good boner, that's about all you're going to provide for your mate. So
listen. So again, we're talking food here, guys. What foods should our men be eating instead to drive arousal, drive hormonal balance, increase testosterone, get the blood flowing? Johnny, start with you, man. I know some foods you're telling your guys to eat, Johnny.
When it comes down to it, it's don't even think about what to eat. Think about what to remove. It's a much easier task. Right. Just remove processed foods. Processed foods create friction. When I say friction, the whole body is under stress trying to deal with the dumb shit you put down your throat. So you remove that, and what happens is your body actually starts to do better in terms of it will start to have a ripple effect in the right direction. When you're eating a lot of processed foods, Big Macs, especially fast food, that ripple effect's going the wrong way. And that ripple effect going the wrong way, it means you're not going to have a good boner.
So instead, you might want to have some oysters or avocado. Marty, what are you thinking, brother?
Oh, no. What was that? What'd you say, Keith? My bad.
Instead, you might want to have some oysters. You might want to try some avocado. You might want to think about some pumpkin seeds, stuff that's high in zinc. It's going to get your body rolling here. Marty, what are you thinking, brother?
I've read vitamin D as well. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Literally. So I know salmon with the fatty and omega-3s. That's a good one as well. I wanted to add that too.
You got Rich on that one. He lost it there.
Rich wasn't expecting that.
No, he loved that.
I still think we've got to be very clear that adding these really healthy foods in is going to be helpful, but it's not going to make much of a difference combating fast food. You got to really understand that getting that shit out is the first step. All the good shit you're going to put in is not going to do much when you're still eating the crap that got you there to begin with. Yeah. You know, and when we say libido, I keep talking about having a good boner, but libido is just the want to have sex. I'm just having fun with talking about getting a good piece of wood, but the urge to want to have sex is what we're talking about. So all these foods are great, but you got to get the bad shit out of the way for the good foods to actually have an effect.
And Johnny, that's in many ways, it's a good segue to what we talk about in November around the corner, right? If you want to have yes to a lot of great sex in November, say no to the bad shit you're putting in your body. It's really as simple as that. And we talk here all the time on this show. You can't outrun a bad diet. You can't out eat good sex, right? If you want to have good sex, eat good food. Richie, as you're listening to this, what are you leaning? What's jumping out at you, brother?
So the first thing is, I think next time we get Jory on, we need to ask her this, being the nutrition expert. But for me, I'll tell you, I'm in my 40s, and I wake up every morning just about with a raging hard cock, okay? And when I'm the horniest, you're welcome. When I'm talking wet towel, okay, coat rack. When I'm the horniest, it's after a run. Like I remember when I got done with a 100-mile run, and I was like looking at women, and I was like, oh my God. I think I don't know anything about the nutrition expert, but I will say physical fitness and mental clarity are going to help your libido, just hands down, because that's just a personal experience.
I feel like that after I lift too.
And part of that after your run, brother, is your brain has released so many good chemicals, including serotonin and oxytocin, and that's a love drug. You know what I mean? So your brain you've overcome this massive obstacle, and your brain is giving you this massive reward. And part of that is what you're talking about.
So Business Athlete Nation, to those of you tuning in Austin, Texas, I invite you to go hang around Rich's house around 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and you might find yourself with a few-minute booty call from Rich, who's looking for some action around 6:37.
That's crazy.
Hello.
Tina, you're the lone female on the line here, listening to this man just yatter. I'd love to hear the female's point of view.
Getting all the tips on getting the most rock hard cock. That's really what I came here for today. And
we should have kept Daniel on the show for this.
Great. I feel great about it. Yeah,
It's just going. You guys are all crazy. All I got to do is open up the drawer, and I got that handled. So I love you.
My cock is rock hard whenever I want it to be. I just grab it.
That's it. That's exactly.
I don't have to. Now libido, that's different. But yeah, if I want a rock hard cock, I just open the drawer.
That is so good. That is so good.
So listen, nation, what we're telling you guys is there's a lot of great food that you can eat to drive that sexual arousal, to drive that energy in the bedroom. Hydration's key. You hear us all the time. And listen, we're not dropping anything new here for you guys. There's nothing new at all. Right now, what my hope is that we're just giving you guys some things to think about, tuning in, having some laughter. And as you're going through your day, you're planning your day. Sometimes we just need to hear one thing to help us move forward. And as you're planning your day, going, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to have some oysters today with my wife. Maybe we're going to go have some time in the bedroom. And if that helps you achieve your goals tomorrow, then, hey, we've succeeded with this segment here. Go have some good food, but cut out the bad food. That's what's really going to help move the needle for you guys. All right.